All right.
And I've got a timer started, and we're back. Um, it's a little short on my end because I don't have a whole lot. Where are you at? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I actually, in my hubris, I got into the NaNoWriMo website to update my word count, and I thought I would be ahead of you, but I'm actually a little behind you.
Oh no, that's funny. I've not
But
even
that
looked.
makes me happy. I'm glad that you're like doing so good. I thought I would really have to be like cheerleadering you, and I'm actually a little behind you, so that's
Well, you
good.
have been
I
cheerleadering me, and I have appreciated all of that. So, yeah, good. I think it's good to keeps us both, encouraged. Like I know every day, like when I sit down, like, oh, I gotta get on this because Adrian's on it, and yeah.
Yeah, that makes like that took a weight off of me. I
Oh, good.
mean, I know it sounds kind of like a backhanded compliment, but I really don't mean it that way. Like I'm
No,
really
it's fine. I've run actual marathons, and I know that feeling of like, like over the miles, like, am I running too fast or too slow for my partner? And then eventually, like around mile 23, you're just like, I don't give a crap. I no longer care. I no longer care who's running faster or slower. I'm just trying to finish, and I'm about
well,
at that.
I'll be there by Monday, but
I mean, I was thinking about it, and even though like I think it looks like I'm doing good, I don't think I'm doing that good because this thing ends a week from tomorrow, right? Or somewhere in there.
yeah, on the
Um,
30th. I mean,
yeah,
I have vacation time for the rest of the week. Like
nice.
I don't have work again until Monday now. So I
That's
really
great.
think I might hit 50,000 words by like a week early.
It's a week from Thursday. Um, I mean,
Yeah, so I
I've got
might be there by Monday,
That's
but it's
great.
because I don't have to go to work again until Monday.
Well,
And I probably won't write a ton on Thursday, like on Thanksgiving. I'll probably write maybe. I don't want to jinx myself. I don't even want to say a number because I
yeah,
won't reach it. But I'm not going to rate my like daily go on Thursday. And I have Thanksgiving what would you call them? Obligations more days than just on Thursday. Um but just the fact that I don't have to like spend 8 hours at work every day for the next few days, I really feel good that like I'm going to hit 50,000 words by like sometime this weekend.
that's great. That's great. Yeah, my issue, like I've already talked about, is like I'm doing this pretty granular outline, and I've caught up with the outline. So I basically am at this point where like I have to like outline before I write.
Well, but your outline, I know that you don't like this, but you're like words that you write during this month, they count.
Yeah, but a
Even
lot
your
of
outline counts.
it would be double dipping because there's the
It's
outline's
not
so
double dipping.
granular.
It's
There's
not
sections,
double dipping.
but there's sections where I just copy and paste large chunks of the outline and then just kind of gradually kind of work them out.
Okay, like from stuff that you wrote last month, you mean?
Mhm.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's fair, I guess. But the
Yeah.
the outlining that you have done this month is still words that you have written this month towards the completion of your novel, and they count.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to be as true to the spirit of the thing as possible, and
Yeah, but that's what
regardless, I
I'm
got to
saying.
get.
You're not breaking that spirit by counting those words.
Hmm,
Words that you wrote last month, that would be cheating. That would be breaking that spirit. But words that you've written this month, they count.
hmm.
Even if they're outlining words, they count.
Well, I do. So, uh, I do want to ask you. Have you gone to any write-ins or anything like that? Like virtual write-ins or anything?
No, I haven't. I'm not against doing that. I'm just not really like a people person, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I tried to, there was a write-in this week, like Sunday or Saturday at the library, and I tried to go, but I don't think there was anyone there, which I'm not terribly surprised. It was like, it's Memphis, so I wound up like writing at the Memphis library, like surrounded by people who are living on the streets. Like, so that was like my NaNoWriMo Memphis write-in experience. I think they were there hiding somewhere in the library. I just don't know where. Um, so I may try it again one more time just to see. I don't know, but there's not a lot more time left.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think that is good for people. I'm just a little scared of, well, I have this part of me that like once I get kind of like acceptance and um acknowledgement from people, I deflate.
Hmm.
I'm like, well, that's actually what I was after, you know? Like
Hmm.
I can kind of be done now.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's
I
more
try
like
to like push it off because I want to get the thing done. And I try to push off any kind of like recognition until the deed is done, you know?
just a productive silence. Like at the write-ins, they're just kind of like people just writing together. I mean, I actually, yeah, it's not. I mean, it's almost like being in an office. Um, so,
Then
um,
what's the appeal of it? Like, why do you want to do it if that is what it is?
well, because sometimes they'll do sprints, and those are really interesting to me. Um, like this, the sprint philosophy, I think is interesting. And there's people like they really are impressive how quickly they can write. Um, like it's like I thought I could write fast, and then it's like I'm in these rooms where I'm just getting like lapped by people doing sprints, and I actually really enjoy that.
Well, that's funny because I don't think of myself as someone who can write fast at all. Like, that's
Mm,
why I do this is to like make myself do a thing that I don't do, you know?
mm. No, I can move pretty quick if I have to. Um, so that's kind of the appeal for me is to see it just, I just kind of appreciate how quickly some people can write. It's fascinating to me. I don't think it's necessarily good or bad or anything. Like I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like it's just kind of impressive that they can write that fast. Um, just
Yeah,
like kind of
no,
like
I like when it comes to like one of my favorite writer quotes ever. Um, it's kind of a derisive one, but I take it
mm,
to heart, and I think it's about me. Is the basketball coach Bobby Knight?
mm,
Um, he
oh Lord.
said he said everybody learns how to write in the first grade. Most of us go on to better things.
Oh man, he hated reporters, didn't he? And, and that now you know why like those reporters are so like bound and determined to take him down.
Yeah, why they hated him. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but I like that is a deep and terrible truth about me.
That's funny. Yeah.
Like
Um,
a writer is somebody who writing is really difficult for.
agreed. I definitely, yeah, I feel your heart on that. Well, one thing I wanted to mention this earlier, but I'm kind of excited about this. So part of the reason I've been kind of scrambling around is I'm not just like writing this book, I'm also like writing a home study and doing all this stuff for an adoption. And we just posted a GoFundMe to kind of help with some initial costs. So I might put a link to that down below, just because I want people to know what our story is around adoption. And adoption, interestingly enough, I think it's going to kind of factor into this book, kind of like a foster care adoption type situation. And that wasn't really where I started out with the book, but as I've been outlining and thinking about it, I think that's part of where the story is at. Um, just like different ways of making family. So yeah. Well, man, that's time for
Yeah, I have
tonight.
no idea what that is about, but just the idea of Claire doing an adoption is really like tantalizing to me, just as
Mm,
a reader.
yeah. And I think it'll be just kind of more of like an open family kind of thing, but yeah, I'm still feeling that out. I'm trying to figure out what that works like. Um, but hey, let's go ahead and sign off for tonight, and we'll
Okay.
be
Yeah.
back. Do we want to do something Thursday, Thanksgiving, or do we want
Oh
to do
yeah,
something?
I actually wanted to talk about that before we went live, but
Mm.
what are your feelings about that?
Um, I
Do
mean,
you want to do Friday again, or
Friday.
do
The
you want
only
to try to
catch
do
with Friday is
Thursday?
I go into work in the evening. But I could do afternoon. I could do like 1.
I don't have to work again until Monday, so
Okay.
whatever. You want to do Friday, kind of during the day?
Yeah, let's do that.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Good night.
Yep. Have a good night.